what's up? I'm back. What's wrong with me, bro? Today's June 13th, and this moon is fire, bro. This thing is sick. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and I'm waiting for it to come over my trees in my barn. I've already seen it, but it's fire, dude. It's good. I can't pick a song. I couldn't pick a song, so I picked this song, and I don't know. It makes me feel good. It's got like a little hype beat to it. It's got me moving a little bit. I figured, whatever, we'll see what happens. And I'm itching like crazy, man. All these mosquitoes, whatnot, eating me up. But this moon is sick. It's fixing to come over these trees, man, and like I see it lighting up between the leaves. I don't know, dude. It's perfect. Fire. It's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And it's crazy. Like my talk last night. As soon as I got done, I got out of my truck and was just hanging out, chilling, whatever, listening to music. And I was looking at the stars, and dude, it was crazy. It was weird, bro. Because it's like, dude, there was like a set of stars that were moving so fast, but then all the other stars didn't move, and I was like, those ain't stars, man. And they were so high up. It was so high up. It's weird. I mean, I guess they weren't stars, but they were high. I don't know. But today was cool. I'm trying to think what I did. I didn't sleep with crap again. Something's going on. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I just cannot sleep. I don't know what's going on, but what did I do? I worked today. I had to go take care of a rental property, and I have to try and rig some stuff up on that. Just it's old house, and they don't make some of the stuff, whatever. So I had to go deal with that, and I went and got protein this morning, and what else? Yeah, but today's been pretty uneventful as far as me being with other humans. I talked to a few people today, not really anything significant, I guess. Just regular conversations with them, which is fine. Whatever. I mean, it's weird because everything is like I'm getting closer to the end of this cycle, and people don't understand it. I understand it, and to me, and I told one of my friends today, I was like, look, I'm getting close to the end of this cycle, and like you're doing good, like I'm proud of you, like you know what you're supposed to be doing now, and like you're, I'm just proud of you. I was like, but to me, this looks like my job here is done. Like, I did what I was supposed to do. I can't explain why. I can't explain it. I can't explain it to people. But my time is ending here. This cycle that I've been in is almost over, and I know it. And I feel kind of bad because she's like, well, you can't just leave, and I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I mean, I don't know. I was like, I told you. I've told you for a while. And she's like, well, you can't. I mean, that's not what friends do. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, well, yeah, I get it. And maybe before, like, that would be the end of my cycle, but, and I told her, I was like, I don't know. I was like, this is new for me. This is new. And, like, staying is new for me. Like I said, usually, the cycles happen and I go. Like, I have to go. Like, I can't. That's just the way I've always done things. And I told her, like, well, maybe this is different. And we can still be friends, but I may not be coming here and stuff much more. Just because that's what I feel. I just feel like it's ready for a new cycle to begin. And but we can still be friends and stuff. I was like, it's weird for me. It's just different for me. And I told her, I was like, it's something that I have to work on, and then we can work on this. Like, but this is new. It's like I said, I mean, I'm a cycle person, man. And once my cycle is done, I'm gone, bro. Like once I've done what I need to do, once I see progress, once I leave, and I gotta go. I don't know. I've never not done this. This is Cody. This is what I do. This is what I've always done. Even though I'm a new version of me, it's just time. It has to do with time. And it's not good or bad. It's just I understand that even though I've changed so much as a human, I still understand that at the end of the day, I come into people's lives for reasons, and then I leave when those reasons are met. That's the point of me. That's the point of being a wanderer, in which that's what I am. I wander into people's lives, and then I wander out once my job is done. And I feel bad about it, but it's just like, it's like my time, my mission with that, in that area is done. You know, I gotta go spend my time somewhere else now, and it sucks. But it's the only way. It's like me yesterday talking about growing my tornado. Like, in order for me to grow my tornado, I have to meet new people. I have to come into their lives, and they have to come into mine. And I have to learn while I'm there as much as possible. And I leave as much as possible, information as possible too. And hopefully they can grow from me. And when I see that my job is done, then I gotta leave again. And that's just Cody. Like, I can't explain it. And it is what it is. We actually talked today a little bit, and I told her something, and she had no idea. And I told her, I said, look, I'm a complete mystery still. Like, I only tell people what needs to be said. Like, no one knows who I am, really, still. And that's just, I don't know, I've always been that way. And it's still kind of a protection thing, but even though I don't need protection from nobody, it's just I understand what I do and why I do what I do, why I give only so much information about who I am. Dude, everything I do is crazy, bro. It's a lot. It's next level, man. I can't explain it. It makes me laugh inside, because a lot of times I'm not even aware of it until the moment comes, like now. And we had a conversation today, kind of about awareness. And she was talking about feeling people's emotions a little bit today, and understanding that the vibe was off. And I said yes. When someone came in here, the vibe was off. And then I told her why it was off, and I was like, see, this is you growing as a person, and you're understanding, and what's happening is you're starting to understand time a little bit differently. You're starting to become more aware of what's going on around you, and then you react off those clues. Attention to detail, understanding the feel, understanding other people's emotions, understanding what's really going on. This world's so much bigger than we think it is. And the invisible is more than the tangible. That moon is ridiculous right now. But I don't know, man. Who knows what's gonna happen tomorrow? And I don't really want to talk. I thought I did want to talk. I've been listening to my talk all day long, and man, sometimes I just get scared. And it's not even that I'm scared. It's just like it's an unknowing feeling of, like, from my past, of like what's gonna happen now, and it's always a quick just draw of the past. I'm not afraid. Whatever happens, happens. Whatever I do, wherever I walk, that's where I'm meant to be. And but sometimes it sucks by yourself sometimes, because having to depend on yourself all the time is it's fine. It's just like you have no. It's like if you're your hardest critic, like if something doesn't go right, it's you. And it's not trying to put the blame on people, but maybe it is. It just sucks sometimes. It just sucks always being by yourself. I know no different, but sometimes it's just like I could do lackadaisy things, or I could do this, and it's just like, man, I have no responsibility for other people. Like, I really don't. It's funny. I guess it's the wrong way to look at it, because I should have responsibility for people. But I understand it's like other people, like I'm not that guy. I'm not everyone's responsibility, and I'm not responsible for them. You know? Like, I'm your friend and stuff, but at the end of the day, you're responsible for yourself. And what you do is up to you. I'm just here for a quick season. You know? There's 4 seasons a year. And not more. I have more than 4 seasons. Mine are different. Mine are weird. Mine are controlled by a lot of things. And my seasons are different. They're real different. But I don't even understand them yet. I'm still trying to learn them. Because I have multiple seasons within seasons. And I'm understanding this. It's super weird. It's really hard to explain. But it goes with that consistency thing, and it goes with like the cycles and habits. And dude, I can't believe I'm still doing this every day. This is one thing that I haven't had a season in, and like I said, maybe this is just the foundation for like my new season's setup. Well, I may not have as many seasons in the future. I'm breaking cycles, and ultimately, that's a lot of what I'm doing as through this journey that I've gone through is breaking cycles, breaking all these cycles, and becoming aware of the cycles that I had in place, and choosing whether to keep them or break them. You know, and that could be part of this. It's like, well, I have a cycle of leaving once the job is done. But this could be a different one where I don't leave per se. I may not spend as much time with this person in the future, but I won't ever leave per se. And I think so. Honestly, I think this. I'm not supposed to. I'm just fighting my old self, an old habit, and honestly, I think a lot of the people that I've met within the last year, I'm not supposed to leave. It's just different. It's a different part of my life, and I think the friendships and stuff that I formed over the last year are different than the ones that I formed before. And I think these friendships are forever, in a different capacity than before. They're meant for us to collab in a lot of things in the future. And I mean, I know they are. I know a lot of these are collaborations in the future. And I know this just because of the different randomness of the people. And not all of them, but the main groups. There's main people in each place that I go, and each person's individual. Each person has their own skills. Each person has their own life paths, and they're there for a reason. And I have my own life path for a reason, and I have my own purpose for a reason. And these people that I've met them for a reason. And being that this is the start of the rest of my life, you know, what was old is gone, and what's here is now. And like I said, I understand that this is different than before. This is better than before. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's super weird. It makes zero sense. It makes zero sense, yet all the sense in the same. So we'll kind of see what happens. And I've actually kind of been weird today. And I've had some weird emotions today. And kind of last night too. But I'm kind of dealing with them. And it's just a weird thing. It's like I said, with the new moon, it tends to be like letting things go, or with the moon, full moon, you tend to let, I don't know. This is what all they talk about, like letting things go or whatever. So we'll see what gets let go tonight. And I know a lot of times, like I know I'm growing. Like I'm such a different person from last week. I'm a different person from 2 weeks ago. Every day is. This is like the greatest amount of information, the greatest change ever, every single day. Like I can't even categorize like the amount of information that I'm taking in, and the amount of change that's happening every single day in me. Everything. Letting go of things every single day, letting go of ideas, letting go of past thoughts and cycles and ways of life, and dude, every day getting stronger and stronger. Every day just being a better version of myself. And it's weird, bro. It's super weird. And it's cool. It is cool. And who knows what's gonna happen tomorrow? I gotta go do something in the morning, and then I gotta go to a job. So actually tomorrow I'm gonna have quite a few encounters with some humans tomorrow. I already know. I'm excited about that. Super excited. I forgot all about it until just now. Whatever. It's cool. It's cool, man. Like, everyone's like, dude, it's hot outside. It's 100 degrees. I'm like, dude, it's regular to me. It's not even that bad. Yeah, it makes me sweat, but it's just regular. It's not that bad. And then I'm kind of aware, like, if the wind is blowing, like, that's a lot for me, because I'm just so more aware than I was before. But it's cool, man. It's pretty cool, man. I'm pretty tired, but that moon is cool. That moon is pretty cool. This song, I kind of don't like it now. It's kind of cool. That's not bad. I don't know, I'm just kind of in my head a little bit. The talk that I had last night was kind of freaking deep, man. I listened to it so much today. And it's a lot deeper than I thought it was. And I don't know how many times I listened to it today. A lot. I don't know, man. I'm just kind of getting, it sucks because, like, I'll be good one day and then I'll be kind of frustrated the next. Like, everything's just happening fast, but it's happening slow. I'm looking for gains, and I see gains, but then the gains are just like, did I really gain? I don't know. It's super weird. it's just like every day I'm still here, and that's fine. Like, but it's just like I thought I would be further along. I thought I would be this. I thought I would be that. And I'm ready to accept whatever comes. Like, it is what it is. Everything's coming. It's just, like I said, it's still a battle of the past. It's still a battle of the old Cody versus the new. And I was talking to one of my friends today. We were texting, and I kind of told her that. I was like, it's difficult because, like I said, I'm fighting two worlds still. I'm fighting what I feel and know, and then this other system that I didn't create. This other world that I didn't create. I created what I am in it, and how I lived my life for 35 years. I did do that, and so now I'm trying to break away from that. And I'm trying to just trust the process. I'm trying to just trust all of this, the universe, my creator, my maker, whatever. Just trying to trust everything. That I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm on the right path. And that patience is a virtue. But it's frustrating in the moment, and to say the least. Even though it's easy, it's still kind of frustrating, because it's like I don't have any safety nets. I don't have, which I've never had a safety net per se. Like, it's just always been me, and it's like, which is fine. It's just sometimes you just like, what would it be like to have a safety net? I don't know. I don't really know. I mean, I got a little bit of safety net, I guess, kind of. But I just don't know. It's weird, because you start questioning, like, I don't know. You just keep thinking about things differently sometimes, and you just think like, man, I hate this, because I don't want. See, now it's all just pulling me back. It's like I'm trying to resist myself. I'm trying to resist where I'm going, and it's my old life pulling me. Like, I can see it in my head. It's like an old version. It's almost like I'm walking forward, and there's like a door or a fence, something with bars, and my shadow. While I'm walking, my shadow is coming out of my body. It's still attached to it, and it's just holding on to these bars as hard as it can while I'm walking forward. I'm trying to walk forward, but the shadow, the old version of Cody, the past, is trying to just keep holding me back as long as possible. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. It's like, how do you just kill that shadow? I don't need a shadow. How do I just let the shadow go? Like, how do you just let go of it? The old mindsets completely. How do you just step into the light? Like, I'm so close to the light, bro. I mean, evidently the light's on me, because it's producing a shadow. Like, how do I draw that shadow back in and be like, look, come on, man. But come on, like, bro. We're one. The light version and the shadow version are one. We gotta work together. We're gonna have fun together. The light and the dark version of Cody is one. It's okay. We're still gonna have fun. I'll still let you play. You're still with me. You still formed all these ideas in me. And they're there for a reason. And a lot of them are good. They're for protection. And the road that I'm going, I gotta have protection. Even more protection than before. And it's not that I'm scared of humans. I don't need protection from that. I need protection from myself. I need to protect my energy now. I need that shadow version to protect my energy to make sure I'm the best version of me. I need that mad Cody sometimes. I need that mean Cody sometimes. I need that very stern Cody sometimes. That no nonsense Cody. So I can't let go of my shadow self. We gotta walk hand in hand. We gotta be in one body, you know. We gotta be chilling together. Because people haven't seen that version of me. And honestly, to be truthful to you, like, hardly anyone's ever seen that version of Cody. And they will not like it. Because when I step in my power, I win every time. Every time. When I step into my shadow self, there's no man that stands a chance against me. No one, unless they have their shadow self and they're in control of their shadow self. Then we can play ball. But that's what I said. That's why I call myself a monster. It's because I know what I'm capable of. I know who I am. I've always known. I'm nothing but love. But love without boundaries is nothing. And them boundaries are my shadow. And for me to be the best version of me, you know, I gotta have that other side. I gotta have the yin and the yang. Because that's what I'm saying. You can walk around with love all you want, but sometimes love doesn't cause change. People just take your goodwill and they think you're weak. I watch this all the time. Dude, I watch this all the time. Because the demeanor that I carry now is I don't care. I laugh, I have fun. And I see people take advantage of it all the time, and I allow them to do it. Because this is a lesson. These are lessons for me. I'm putting information in my head. I had to live this way for a while without the other version. Because I had to understand how it works. I had to understand the real repercussions of being nothing but love. I had to understand how people react to that. And how people take advantage of that. I had to feel it all. Yeah, it doesn't really affect me. Whatever. You know, but it probably drains me a little bit. It probably, you know, allows people to continue to be who they are and doesn't cause change. In the future, when you got Cody walking around with love and then someone tries to take advantage of him and I snap on them and I put them in their place and they have to change or not, that's the future Cody. The no nonsense Cody. The Cody that's walking hand in hand with his dark self, the two-faced Cody. The light and the dark. That's the Cody people should be afraid of. The one who understands balance. The one who understands repercussions. The one whose grace is now split in half. He only has half grace instead of full grace. The one that understands that time is precious. And don't waste mine. And don't waste my people's time. Don't waste this earth's time. This time is finite. And nobody knows how much time we have. Nobody. Time is precious. Greatest commodity in the world. Me and that girl talked today about it. But whatever, man. I don't know. I just know that's the picture in my head. My shadow holding on to the past. I'm like, dude, just come on, bro. We gonna have fun together no matter what. We won. We one and the same. We peanut butter and dark chocolate. That's what I always like. I always have a farmer's tan like crazy. Like my hands were always super dark. I call them dark chocolate. And then like if I start wearing short sleeves, then like half my arm will be dark chocolate, and the other half will be like peanut butter color, and then what's underneath like my shorts, legs and stuff like that, they'll be like mocha. So I have 3 versions of me. I always think it's funny. I've always had like 3 farmer tan, 3 separations of color. You know, and it's funny because yesterday when I was talking about that good dude was white and then I was something, I couldn't think because like I'm so many different colors, so many different shades of Cody. Like there's so many versions of humans. Like every human has so many different versions. Dude, and I started this out in the beginning. This was like one of my very first thoughts. And what I called it was like, I call it like everybody technically is bipolar. Everyone has different emotions. Everyone has different people who they step into. Everyone's an actor. And I told this woman one time that, and she was like, I don't know about that. I think there's something more. And I was like, yeah, I mean, obviously there's more, but it has to do with self-control. And some of it is real wiring of the brain. And I've thought about this for a while. I thought about this when I started speaking. And I started listening to myself the first couple times, like talks. I was like, dude, Cody, you're crazy, bro. Like, sometimes you talk like a child. Sometimes you talk like you're Cajun. Sometimes you talk like you're from Australia. Sometimes you talk real slow, and at the end of your words, it almost sounds like a question, like that. And sometimes, like I did that yesterday at the end of my talk. Like I switched into a different version of Cody, and but I told her, I was like, but no matter what, I don't lose time, and I know what I'm doing. I'm stepping into a different version of Cody or a different emotion of Cody, and it has a different talk. It pronunciates differently, and it really just kind of depends on what I'm talking about. Is how I talk. Like some days my voices will get super deep. Some days I'll dude, I don't know. I'm super stern. It's super weird. But everyone has these different versions. The difference is control. And I've thought about it. I was like, for people that do have true multiple personalities, I've just thought about it. This may or may not work. It's based on control. It's based on one version, the shadow self, or versions of the shadow self, or one of them has more power than the other, or they fight. They're always fighting, right? And so what you would need to do, and this may not work, is every time, if someone was in the hospital where you could do this, is what you would do is you would just record that person, and you would make them physically talk. You'd make them physically talk throughout the day, in different sessions, and especially if different versions came out. Then you would make them talk, you would record them. Then you would take and find whichever version you thought was the best, or the nicest, or whatever your goal was. Hopefully the nicest one, not like the craziest animal version inside, but and then you just play that crap. You would make them listen to that for a very long time, all day, every day, until they gain control. And this may or may not work, but all it is you're giving that version more time. And who you give more time ultimately has more power. And it's like this. Say you work a 9 to 5 and you're sober. Okay? And then every single day, first it starts out like you get home and you're tired and you drink 1 beer. And then over time you need more. So later on in the year you start drinking 2 beers every night, and then 3 beers, and then 4 beers, and the next thing you know you're drinking a ton every night. It's kind of the same concept. And then what happens is the time differential starts to change. So your 9 to 5 version, that time will probably start to dwindle. And then your version from once you get home at night till in the morning, which is already longer version of the other guy anyways. And so at some point down the future, the addiction will take over, and that version of you will become in control. And then it will whittle down the 9 to 5 type of guy version. Because you've given it more time, and then over time it's going to take control of you. And then that version's going to step in and control your life. Like, that's addiction. That is addiction at a core. It's what you give your time to, that's who you will become. And it starts out super small, you know? First you just want to escape a little, and then you want to escape more the next day, and then more and more and more and more and more and more, until all you're doing is escaping all day, every day. You're homeless, and you're chasing addictions or whatever, and then you start doing anything you can to continue to chase that escape. But it's based on time. It's based on giving one version of yourself more time than the other version of yourself. And it's not, whatever. I'm not going to say good or bad. It's just a process. And you get real results from that process. It's like if you go to the gym. Like, the more time you give to that, the more your whole life is affected by it. Like, maybe you work a regular job, but after 10 years of being in the gym all the time, like, you live, eat, sleep, drink, being in the damn gym and taking care of your body or whatever, you're trying to look the best you ever can, you know? You're eating 8 times a day while you're at work. You're always thinking about your gains. You're always thinking about your food intake. Like, that version of you takes over. You know, and you become addicted to that. To that constant version of yourself in the mirror. And improving it. You know, I'm doing the same thing where, like, I always working on my physical brain, at least the last year, and so what happened is during that transition, now it's like I'm worried about my body, I'm worried about what my food intake is, I'm worried about being healthy, I'm worried about my mind, I'm worried about giving myself time, I'm worried about freely helping people and learning as much information from as much contact with humans as I can. And so that version of Cody steps in because I gave him more time. And then the old version of Cody, who worked all the time, has disappeared. And my goals and everything has changed. Because I gave that version of Cody more time. And then the more time I gave him, the more he took over. And so it's like anything that you do, you have to find that balance. If you want a balanced version of yourself. And you may not. And some people are way more capable than I am at it. They're better at it than I am. So I do things to the extreme. It's all or nothing. And so now I got to figure out how to capitalize on me being the way I am. And wanting to help people, wanting to paint, wanting to create art, wanting to gain as much knowledge and experience from other people, wanted to experience life now, wanted to share that with somebody else. And see, I know for a fact that, like, I won't be able to freely give my time away as much, and I don't want to, once I get in a relationship with somebody else. Because that time that I was giving away freely to other people now needs to go towards that. Go to that person. And then hopefully we can build a family together, and then that time will have to be divvied from that to kids. And I'm fine with it. That's kind of why, like, when I'm in this cycle now, I'm giving away as much time as I can, because I know at some point in the future that's going to have to change. I'm going to have to reevaluate it. I'm going to have to change the way I do things. I'm not going to be able to hang around all these people, because I'm going to have to delegate my time to that other person, which that's fine. That's what I want to do. And then that's where, like, when I leave people in cycles now, that's what they don't understand. It's like, you're freely giving me your time. That time that you're giving me needs to be focused in your life towards the people that mean something to you, or that you're attached to forever, and your kids, and whatever. Like, that's where that time needs to be going. It doesn't need to be going to me. Our time is coming. We're gonna have to dwindle it. We're gonna have to minimize it. We spent our time together when we did for reasons, so I could grow and so you could grow. And now that you've grown, and you understand what you need to do now you have to share that time with the other person to help them grow. It's the pyramid scheme of love. You know, and this is why I set boundaries the way I set boundaries. It's because the purpose of who I am is to teach, to inspire, to be. And to let people know that it's possible to change. But in order to be the most efficient in that, and the best, you can't have any of this other shenanigans in it. You have to set all these hard-ass boundaries. You have to take away all temptations. You have to be there to do the work that you're meant to do. And you can't be playing games. And that's what I did. That's what I've done. And it's weird. But I knew from day one. I know from day one. As soon as I meet people, I understand. If I'm in my right mind, I understand. If I'm in my animal brain, it's different. But if in my higher brain, in my higher self, in my knowledge version, the understanding version of Cody, I know from day one what I gotta do when I meet these people. And I know how I can act with those people. I know where I can push the limits and why I push the limits the way I do. I know why I trick people the way I trick them. I know why I put off different signals in the beginning and then take those signals away. I know why I do what I do. It's very technical. It's a game. It's a high-level game. It's a high-level game that I don't even know I play half the time. Because I step into that actor version and he takes over. And the purpose is pushed. And everything I do is for that purpose. For the greater good of that person. And who knows, I may have it all wrong. The outcome may be different than what it looks like now. And it could be. But my goal and my reason for that thing, as of today, looks exactly like it's supposed to me. You know? And I'm not proud of me. I'm proud of the other person. I'm proud of the other person growing. Understanding, taking responsibility, pride and ego. You know, stepping over their pride and ego and understanding the greater purpose of who they are. The greater version of who they are. That's all of this. This is what all of this is. I walk around and light something up. I light a fuse. I'm a fire starter. I just light it for you. I light it for you and walk away, bro. Then I come back every now and then, I check on that fuse, and it looks like, oh yeah, it's still burning, getting closer. And you see it. After a while, you see that fuse burning, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna let that fuse catch me. Because you could choose to step it out, but you don't. A lot of that is because I distract. I'm a distraction. Because what you see in me is ultimately what you see in yourself if that fuse gets to you. The fuse makes it all the way. You're like, that dude, he doesn't have a fuse. I have a fuse and it's on fire. If I let my fuse disappear like his fuse has disappeared, and I get to be like that, I get to be happy. I don't care about nothing. Nothing's a big deal. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah, I'm gonna let that fuse hit me. See what it does. Light me up like that, like a Christmas tree. And that's kind of it. That's kind of what's going on, man. I'm a fire starter. And sometimes you can step it out. Or you can want to do it on your own. But you can't. It's hard, bro. It's hard on your own. But ultimately you are doing it on your own. But if you step that fuse out by yourself, it's hard to restart it. It's hard to bend back down, grab it, start it. And I see that in people. I see that in some people. Too much pride and ego. Way too much pride and ego. And I have tons of pride and ego. And that's what I'm saying. I'm still trying to deal with my pride and ego. I have a lot of it. And as much as I don't have it, I still have it, old pride and ego attachments. And I still have the old worthiness, the old crap, and I shouldn't. Because I know I'm worthy of everything. Like, I speak it, I feel it, but then there's still like remnants of it. And I blow my nose. There's still remnants of it. It's almost like a hard drive. Like, you can erase it, but it's still there. It's imprinted in there. You know, it's like you can paint over a wall, but the old paint's still there. You can lay new laminate fluid over something, but if you don't tear out the old laminate's still there. There's still imprints of it. And that's what I'm battling now. Like I said, 1 year to 35. And a year and a half to 35 years of doing stuff. And not thinking I'm worthy enough. And I know I am. I know every day I go to a job, like, dude, I'm like, Cody, you're crazy, bro. You don't even think about this stuff. You just do it. It's natural. Your talks are crazy. You're talking about stuff that makes zero sense. But it makes all the sense in the same. You're getting better. Like, you're using new vocabulary every day that I didn't even know you knew. You instantly remember everything. Yeah, I don't speak about it. But it's like, I remember everything, bro. I remember every conversation with every human. And not really, but I mean, I recall them when I need to. It's super weird, at least for the last year. And I know before that, I used to, like I said, dude, I remember damn word for word, because I used it. Because I keep that stuff in my head for this knowledge. So weird. But every day it's just like, Cody, this is awesome. Like, you're getting this. You're smarter than you think you are. You're tougher than you think you are. You've done this all on your own. Like, you don't talk to people about nothing. Like I said, when you tell one person something today, and they're like, what? I was like, yeah, girl. You know nothing about me. You think I tell you it's not even Cliff Notes version of me. People don't know nothing. Even these talks are limited. Very limited. No one knows anything about me. I've been alone my whole life. I sat in the corner my whole life. My head was going crazy the whole time. Multiple stories going on at a time. Multiple productions going on at one time in my head. Multiple ideas. Multiple films, pictures. Too much information, bro. Too much information. I could talk all day, every day, to be honest with you. If I had enough good music, I could talk all day, every day. And I know for a fact I got buddies who don't talk that much. You know, and it's like the version of me. Well, when I was at Lowe's, like I said, I worked with a kid, man. It took me a year. I don't know how long it took me months to get that kid to talk. But once I got the kid to talk, the kid was funny, bro. Like, he was funny. He was hilarious. Like, everything he said was so funny because it's like, it took me so long to get him comfortable to talk. Like, to crack that brain open and to get him to be comfortable with me. Like, he was definitely the most difficult person for me to open up. Like, he took forever. Everyone else is easy. Everyone else is so easy to get to open up, bro. So easy. And a lot of times it has like, I don't even have to talk to them. Like, I just have to be in their presence for a while. And then one day a window will open, a door will open, and my opportunity will come. And all I have to do is say a certain set of words, and boom. Like, that's it. Like, I did my work. I did my work, and my work was just me being present and them being able to watch me, to learn who I am, to not lie to them with my movements, with the way I present myself, just to be a true, authentic version of me. And then one day, that window will open. Because some people are more difficult to crack, and some people you just have to be present in front of them for a while and get them to trust you without even talking to them. It's super weird how it works. It's really crazy. That's why you have to be you have to be the version of you all the time, because you never know who's watching you. You never know. And you don't want to leave a bad taste in somebody's mouth, especially someone who's never even spoken to you, who's never even talked to you. This is why, like, you hold doors for people. This is why you go out of your way to help humans, because you never know who's watching you, and your action can change a human that's never even spoken to you. This is why, like, there's been videos on YouTube before, like, where it's like almost like a pay it forward type of crap, where, like, there's a dude walking down the road, there's a homeless person, and this dude drops money into the hat. Well, somebody down the road sees this guy freely give this person money, this person in need, and then they go do a good act. And so on and so on and so on. You know, and then that's why the Bible says you never know when you entertain angels. You never know, like, who you are talking to or what you're doing. And especially when you're out in the world where there's all eyes on you, always. You have to assume that you are being watched, always. That someone has a set of eyes on you. And that's where the character comes in. You know, that's where your true character shows. It's like, what are you doing when no one's watching? And it's like, everyone's freaking watching. Anywhere you go. Always. You know, like, always taught, like, growing up, like, to be on your best behavior, always. You know, please and thank you, all the magic words. Like, you don't know who you inspire. You don't know what you teach. Like, I think about when I'm with other people and their kids, like, I'm always, like, I'm not trying to teach them stuff, right? I'm not trying to teach these kids the stuff that I was taught. Like, please and thank you, open doors. I'm not I do. A lot of times I do. Like, if they try and grab something from me, I go, no. You know, they say please or thank you. You know, and I see their head reset. I see them shift, and I see them, okay, if I'm going to get this item from Cody, I have to say these please and thank you. I've heard these words in school. I've heard, you know, you got to be polite. So I want what Cody has. Cody's saying that he needs please and thank you from me, and then they say it. And I do this all the time. Like a lot of times I'll bow to them and say thank you. And I don't know why I do that. I do it because it's hilarious to me. But little kids will start doing that. But ultimately, I'm getting them to say thank you, and I make it funny. You know, and so every time that they see me, they start doing that to me. And so there, I've done my job. I've taught them a little bit of something, like thank you. Please and thank you are the magic words. Like just show a little respect to somebody. It goes a long way. But I'm aware that when I do stuff like that, other kids pick up on it too. And they think it's a game. But it's a good game. It's a game with a good result. So not just take things from people's hands, but please and thank you. And so that's what I'm saying. I always try and be aware of what I do. Yes, I drive around in my truck with my music blaring. I do. Probably look like a hood rat, you know, like a young punk. You know what? But I'm always smiling, and you know, if I see kids or something and I do have profanity, I'll turn my music down. But I think profanity is weird, and I think in the future it's going to change. If I have anything to do with it, it will change. But the whole point is like profanity is truly only bad when if I'm calling you that. If I'm calling another human being a name, or putting them down, or I have malice or ill will. But that's the same as calling someone a fool, or calling them a loser. Like, yeah, the word is not a cuss word, but it does just as much harm. And so I don't know. I mean, I'm only human, and I make mistakes, and I'm just Cody. And every day, like I try to hold myself at a higher standard than whatever, not anybody else. I just hold myself up high, and I want to do things right, and I want to do good things. I still do hood rat things. I still do things that are less favorable in other people's eyes. But I'm sure that they do things that I think are less favorable too. It's just based on your set of experiences. It's based on what you were taught, and and then now, what's funny is like I was taught so many things, but through the last year I reevaluated all of them, and I continue to reevaluate. I haven't reevaluated all of them. It would take a lifetime to do that, but I'm reevaluating new stuff every single day. You know, and this is why I talk about a lot of stuff. And after yesterday's talk, and how I understand that humans come together as a dude, I don't know, because that just broke my whole mind right now. Because 3 tornadoes is definitely better than 2. And then 4 tornadoes is even stronger than 2. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I just think it's too complicated. So like I said, I constantly reevaluate like how many people you could even bring into a relationship. Because like I said, I look back at like Mormons. I look back at old time Bible times when a man could have many wives. Obviously, it just seems more difficult. It doesn't make sense to me. It seems like someone would be left out. Like, no matter what, no matter how you shaped it. Unless everyone was at the same confidence level. If everyone was at the same level of confidence and communication, then it could work. But I don't know, these are just things that I think about. Who knows? But it's good to just question things and to see what you would want and like in life. Because more kids is always better than just a few kids. Like, kids are cool, man. Kids are the future. And if you could be a good father, I don't know if I've ever met one. Maybe I have. Yeah, my landlord's pretty cool, but I don't know his whole life. Then again, like, if they looked at the old version of Cody, then I wouldn't be good either. And even the new version of Cody, a lot of people are going to assume that I'm not good. They're going to not like things that I do, and I stand up for myself when I put them in their place. And that's fine. And so, like, it doesn't matter. So, me judging somebody and see if someone's a good father, and I have no idea. I can't not judge that. That's my lack thereof has tainted me. And it's not that it just is what it is. Like, I'm always gonna look at my life that way. Like, there's nothing that anyone can tell me. The lack thereof. That will be how I word it probably forever. That sucks because it's probably going to hurt somebody's feelings, but the lack thereof. The time is done. I had to learn all those lessons on my own. The lack thereof. It doesn't mean I don't forgive, because I do. But it doesn't mean the repercussions were not real. And this is where the divorce is a big issue, dude. Because one mistake in the present produces a kid like me, produces a grown man like me. And if I didn't take the time to change, and then to reevaluate and to create a life that I wanted, to create new rules that I wanted to implement, created new morals and new all this stuff, then I would have just continued that cycle forever. I would have became that lack thereof father. Incapable of loving. Incapable of self-control. Whether that's good or bad, it doesn't really matter. There's real repercussions to that affect other human beings. It's very, very important to always be aware that someone else is aware of you. They're watching you, they are judging you, they are learning from you. Always. I was that kid. I was that grown man. I was watching everyone around me. And I've seen everything that they've done. And everything that they did. And every repercussion of what they've done. And then I formed my opinions on that. I formed the way I lived my life on that. I picked and chose what I wanted and what I didn't want. And that's a huge responsibility on humans. Someone's watching you always, bro. Always. And I mean, and I get it. Like, I'll go out and drink or something. I gotta be more aware of this in my head. You know? I may say a bad word in front of a kid. Even though I may not think that it's bad, it doesn't mean I want these little kids running around calling people effers and stuff. Even though that's what I did when I was little. I didn't know what I was saying. My dad talked like that, so I talk like that. You know? It sucks being a leader. And all fathers have to be leaders. All mothers have to be leaders. And they should be equal leaders in that team. Not one over the other. Each one has skills. Each one has purpose. And yes, if one decides to surrender to the other one because they know the other one's better at this, then that's part of it. That's the way it's supposed to be. And I think that's the true future of it. There may actually be a shift in the way things look in the future. And I'm excited for it because I'm okay with it. Because I'm a doer. Tell me what to do. Dude, I've been working for females my whole life, bro. That's how I make money. They tell me what they want done. In the discussion, I do it. And then I get paid. I'm a doer. I put things in action. That's what male roles are for. Action. If you have too much pride and ego to think that your woman cannot plan better than you, and she can. She has more vision than you, because she does. She's probably way more disciplined than you, because you're bred differently. You have different strengths. You're a doer. You have less vision, like literally. Or you have vision, but you don't know how to implement it. That's a problem with men. That's a problem with me. I need direction. I want to do everything. My vision's crazy. The only difference is I don't know how to break that vision down. I want to touch everything. You know, well, females can have direction. They can know you need to do this first. Da da da. And then we get pissed off because we have pride and ego issues. It's so funny to me. Like, each sex is for a reason. It's hilarious to me. And we're fixing to shift this. The whole world's going to shift. At least the ones that are going to get it right. Because I have so many ideas, but I don't know how to implement any of them. I talked to a woman today. A couple sentences, I was like, oh shit. She gets it. She knows how I can become who I need to be. I just have all these plans. And I don't know where to start. I can do it all. I'm capable of all of it. But I don't know what I need to do first. I don't know what I need to do last. That's why you need partners. But then you have to be able to let one of the partners lead you sometimes, especially if you're a damn man. That's why it's so funny. That's why churches and all this make me laugh. I'm like, you guys are crazy, bro. You guys are stupid. You build a church on nothing but pride and ego, and then the pastors lift themselves over everybody. I'm like, you guys are crazy, bro. You're not better than anyone. You're a human. You're where you're at because your dad. And maybe your dad had a good wife who told him what to do, and she probably did. She probably led him in the right direction. She probably said, you need to do this, 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 and this, and he did it. And he got to where he needed to be. Because, yeah, he did all the action. But if you watch me walk, it's hard for me to walk sometimes. Like, my feet just do whatever the hell they want. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. And I think about this now, because I think about this now a lot. And I didn't know this was where it was going, and it's really weird, and I don't like it. But that's my old pride and ego going. And not really, because like I'm ready for this. I know what I need. Like I know when I started this journey, I knew I need discipline. I need structure. I know I'm incapable of it. It doesn't make sense to me because I do everything. I'm all over the place, bro. Yeah, I get stuff done, but it's weird. I'm getting little pieces of stuff undone because I cannot stay focused. I need someone to help me focus. Like, just tell me what I got to do today. Like, literally. I can't do anything else. Point me in the right direction. You know, I guess that's what makes good whatever. Because I'm better at doing that. Like, so, I'm better at creating that. So say I start a job, like, I know exactly what I need to do in what order, but then when I go do the job, I can't. I'm all over the place. I know how to I know how to set it up, that structure, but I can't keep to that structure for some weird reason. I'm all over the place. It has to do, I don't know, it has to do with my weird, crazy energy, but I don't know. But I know that's the future, and I know that's probably going to be the future of my relationship. It's like, this is what I got, this is what I want to do, this is this, and then I'm going to have somebody else step in and go, look, well, you need to do this first, this first, this first. I'm holding you accountable for it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, let's go. Thank you. Because I need it. I need that structure. And I need that external source to push me and to keep me in line and to know that I'm not just doing stuff for myself anymore. And it's super weird because it's only like that in work, really. Because out here with humans, I know what I'm doing it for. I'm doing everything so they can get better, and I can get better, and I can learn, and they can learn, or whatever. Like it's equal give and take. I don't know, life is cool. And the future's gonna be even better. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun when you got kings and queens running around here, ruling the world. People don't understand it, but they will. That moon's cool, bro. It's nice. But my talks are weird, bro. Now I kind of like the slow direction. Yeah. But I don't know, man. This journey's been crazy, and dude, it's so cool because, like, you know, when this talk started, I was in my head about a lot of stuff, and then I just talked it out, bro. Like, and even if it wasn't, like, no one ever really knows what's in my head, like, other than me. But, like, even though, like, not all this stuff that came out, I have no idea where it came from. I don't. But evidently I needed to speak on it. You know, evidently that shadow version of Cody, like, it's like, yeah, I'm ready to talk. You know, this deepest, darkest parts of my brain that I don't even know exist are the things that are hiding in little crevices in my brain. Like, I don't even know, like, where this stuff comes from. But evidently I needed to speak it, and then tomorrow I'm going to be listening to it all day. Like, in my head, like, boom, boom, boom. And then, you know what? And what's crazy is, like, if I know that I have no structure or lack thereof, you know, me talking about it and then me listening to it all day long, it may break that cycle of not having structure, and then I'll be giving structure to myself, and I'll be able to implement it because I'm giving myself time. You know what's crazy? So this is the thought. Hold on. Alright, so this is the thought. If every day we're just going to say that every day I'm leveling up. Just say every day is a new level, new version, a better version than the day before. And so if I talk about giving yourself time, right? And so what's happening is, today I'm this version of Cody. I spoke last night. It was an hour long. A little bit longer than that, whatever. Then I re-listened to that multiple times. Maybe 7 hours worth. The following day. So all the information that I talked about the night before is leveling me up the next day. Boom, I'm concreting. I'm giving the majority of my day new information to implement in my life. Boom. By the end of the night, I leveled up. And then I start talking and preparing for the following day. So this new information The old information is locked in this version of Cody. That's better than the day before, right? And then I speak. I go inside. I put it on my computer, whatever, post it, listen to it all night, and then the whole following day, boom, level up again. The better version of Cody with all that new information, and so on until eternity. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's why I said earlier, I was like, dude, you don't understand the improvements I'm making every single day. You don't even have a clue, bro. It's a completely new version of Cody every single day with huge amount of change. Not a little amount of change. Like a new version every day with new information, with hours of information that sparks infinite amount of thought for the following night. And then, like, it's all new. Like, the talks are all new. Yeah, there could be snippets of pieces of me bringing up a talk before or something like that, but it's all new information. It's not overlapping. It's ridiculous. It's super weird. It's crazy, bro. I don't get it, man. My nose is messed up. Because I cut a grass, and it was like a dusty yard, too. It's just a lot of dust going into my nose and lungs. It'll all be gone in the morning, but at night, when your body starts to kind of rest and starts to go into a different stasis or whatever you want to call it, it starts to shut down, and, your system starts, because it starts preparing for bed and, whatever. So it just delegates your resources differently. But, whatever. You know this if you had asthma or something, because at night, when your body starts to go to sleep, it focuses its energy and all this to other things, and then that's kind of when you start to get information. Because during the day, when you're active and moving, all your processes in your body are working like they should. But then when you go to rest, this is why you get so stiff in the morning and all this other crap, or you get sick at night a lot of times, because the resources change and certain protection mechanisms shut off and all this stuff, like when you go to sleep. So I just know this because I figured it out a long time ago. But whatever. I don't know, dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think about everything. I think about all things all the time. And I've been doing this since I was little. I just never had anyone to talk to about it. I never had anyone to bounce ideas off of without getting shut down. And I understand this. Like, my older brother used recently, before we quit talking, like, he told me, he's like, I always used to be jealous of you. And I was like, why do you used to be jealous of me, bro? He's like, why? He's like, well, you just never had any fear and all that stuff. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, man. And then he told me he always felt bad for me because I kind of got mistreated and I was treated different and all that stuff. Which to me, it was just regular. But now that I look back at my life, yeah, I was. I was definitely treated different. And it's not good or bad. But as these talks go on and I look back into my past, every single day I'm growing with new information. And I can look back at my past and go, yeah, that was kind of shitty. Yeah, I'm special. You should treat me like I'm special. But whatever, to each his own. But I don't care. Like, but it kind of helps. It helps me. Things not to do. Things to do, and things that I gotta get better at. And I feel bad today. I'll probably need to apologize to someone tomorrow. I will. Definitely apologize. That's old Cody, and this is new Cody, and I can choose what I want, and I can't run away. Even if my cycle is done, I gotta be the better version of me, and I need to be able to hold on to things when cycles are done, and not just be a dick, like old version of Cody. So yeah. We need to have a conversation tomorrow, and I feel like a dick for it. But like I said, man, it's this old version of Cody. It's the Shadow Cody. thinks he's not going to get as much playing time, and that's anything but the truth. Because the last year and a half version of the Shadow version, Cody's got less playing time. Where he used to have all the time. And what happened was, I just overpowered him. Something overpowered him and put him on the back burner. And so now he's just afraid that if I keep moving forward, that he's not going to have any time. He's going to have less time than he does now. But I'll let him play. I need him. I need my Shadow version. I need my less than... And it's all love, because I am love. And my Shadow version is just part of me. It's not good or bad. It's a version. And as I use him more, he'll be better. He'll be able to blend, and he'll be able to collab with my light version, and together they'll be able to do the best for me. With their powers combined, they'll create Captain Planet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just come on, buddy. Let go. We're going that way. We're going into the light together. We're going to the yin and the yang, that moon right there. We're together. We're one. Well, I'm fully engulfed in light. But ultimately, the dark looks like it's bigger than the light on the moon for me. And that's Cody. My dark is powerful. My dark version of me is powerful. The boundaries are way more powerful than the non-boundary love side. I know this for a fact. But ultimately it's equal. Because the whole moon is illuminated. So ultimately the whole moon is light. It's its own light. There's just one side that's shaded, which is my dark side, but it's still light, it's still love. It's just a little bit darker, it's just a little bit different. But then the other side is completely light and love. That's what I walk in, that's what I am, that's what I project. But I project both, I have to have both. That's me, that's love. It's fire. It's beautiful. And it doesn't mean I have to be running around calling people names and stuff. No, that's not it. That's not the point of it. It's having restraint and always projecting out love, even if that looks a little darker than the full light. But it's still nothing but love. Sometimes you just have to You have to fight dark with dark. I have to fight other people's darkness with darkness. Because I have to let them they have to be able to feel that I know what it is. They have to understand that, yes, I know. I've been there. I've done it. I am it. We are the same. I'm just a little bit more in control right now. But you're capable too. Yin and yang. You choose. You choose. But whatever. Who knows? I don't know how much longer I'm going to talk. I'm trying to keep these close to an hour, like not over an hour and 30, man, because anything longer than that's just too long. That's too long for me to listen to. Because now that I have music on my talks, I can't listen to them at 2-speed. Plus it's hard for me to listen to myself at 2-speed. I can listen to other people at 2-speed, but I can't listen to myself at 2-speed. It's different. I don't know, plus I gotta get to bed early, I gotta be up early, so, this moon is super crazy, man. I'm gonna try and get some pictures of it. My cameras suck on my phone. I do have a Samsung Galaxy. I'm gonna try and take pictures with it. Maybe it will work. I hope it will work. I hope I can tune it in. And get some pictures. But this song is cool, actually. It did exactly what I thought it was gonna do. What I wanted to do. I wanted it to give me a little bit of energy. It's an upbeat song. I don't know, music is cool to me, dude. And it did what I wanted it to do. Like, it's cool. But whatever, man. Tomorrow's a new day. I'm grateful for everything today. I gotta get back on my gratitude stuff a little bit. I kind of been lackadaisy on it. Even though I'm thankful for everything, like, it's just kind of ingrained in me. But I need to physically be speaking it every day. Even though, like, I'm just so aware now that I'm just, like, in awe of everything all the time now. Like, that's like my gratitude. It's like I'm in awness of just of everything, of the bugs, of the trees, of the breeze, just of everything. Just like the sunlight, the sun, the moon, the clouds. Like, I'm always looking everywhere. I'm always just stopping when I'm walking. I'm always just like looking up. You know, I step out of my truck, like looking at the sky, like nonstop every day, all day. Like, just taking everything in, understanding that the moment that I'm in is perfect and it will never happen again. Every moment of every time of all time it's it. That's it. This moment will never happen again. This time will never happen again. There will never ever be anything just like this. Right now. It's special. It's only once. Never again will it happen. Never again will you come in contact with that person exactly on that day at that time with that amount of information in your brain and that amount of information in their brain and all this stuff. Like, no, ever. So every interaction you have with humans is freaking fire and perfect, man. And you got to capitalize on all of it. And you should always be happy and excited. And that, you know, that helps you. Is to understand that this will never happen again. And I always got to be on my best behavior. I got to be on my best level. I got to be the best version of me right now, always. Because this will never happen again. And you never know who's watching. You never know whose eyes are on you. You never know. You never, ever know. You never know what actions you do today that can affect tomorrow. Affect 100 years from now. It's all a pyramid scheme of love. Your actions shape someone else's actions. Your ideas shape someone else's ideas. Everything you do is connected to everything else in the world. It's the ultimate butterfly effect. Like, everything you do is the butterfly effect. Everything. You kick a blade of grass over here, who knows, bro? Everything. That's freaking crazy. You're non-stop just vibrations are coming off of you everywhere you go, affecting everything, stuff you can't even see for all of eternity. Like, you are fire, bro. Like, how do you not understand you are so worthy of everything? You are affecting everything in this world. Everything. Everything you do, every breath is affecting the rest of the world. Like, that, your humans are freaking perfect. They're fire. They are literal fire. They spread everything. Dude. Every moment of every day, every breath, every step, we don't even know what it affects. We can't even see that far into the future. Every talk, every I love you. That's why every bad word that you call somebody, it really affects forever. It goes on for eternity. We don't know what that does. Think about stuff that's happened to you when you were a little child. 35 years ago. Someone did something to you and it's affecting you right now. It's affecting you right now. And you affected so many people up until this point right now. And so that means that one action that happened when you were a damn kid, it changed the whole world, bro. One thing that you did when you was a kid has changed the outcome of the world. And it will continue to change the outcome of the world for all eternity. That's crazy. That's crazy. One yes ma'am, one no ma'am, one yes sir, one no sir, one opening the door with somebody and have unspeakable repercussions. Freaking crazy, bro. You just never know. You never know. Dude, you never know. You know, and that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. What's crazy is, like, say you're a helper, man. Say you've walked around your whole life getting screwed. Not feeling good, things coming back to you. Always feeling less than. Always having less than. But always giving everything you got. Your whole life. Helping people out. Stopping. Changing tires. Opening doors. Giving people money. Spending time. Lifting people up. Being positive. What's your reward? Don't fucking matter. Because you changed the world, bro. You're every single one of those little acts. That positivity that you gave out. You were the pyramid scheme of love the whole time. That's enough. That's your reward. There's no telling how much that positivity bounced around the world, man. Daisy chained all the way around the world. Telephone that loving act all the way around the world. Who knows, bro? Who knows who you affected? Just by being positive. Just by showing love. Just by sacrificing a little bit of your time for somebody else. Who knows? That's crazy. You know, I always say no good deed goes unpunished. Well, it's probably because one good deed, like, you affect so many people because of that. And somebody's got to give you some kind of negative. That's how you know you're doing a good job. Because you just created so much good deed in the world that something's going to hit you negatively. It has to. Because you just created so much positive that negative has to come to equal it out. The yin and the yang. And you're just man enough to take it. You're built for it. You know? That's cool. I don't know, man. I'm tired. These talks make me tired. I get so hyped and involved in them. But they're fun. This is the most fun I ever have. Like, every day. Like, that's why I laugh when I get in my truck. Because it's like, and I drive around or whatever, and then I pull into my yard, and I knew the moon's coming up, so I'm parking a different way, so I can watch the moon as long as I can while I'm talking. But it's just like, man, this is so fun. Because I have no idea where these talks are going. It's a surprise. It's a surprise, and I lose time. Other than the fact that I got a clock right there that's telling me what time it is. But I lose time, and I get engulfed in it, and just words just come out of my mouth. Like, I'm not planning them, for the most part. I mean, I pause sometimes because, like, there's a lot of weird ideas in there, and I'm trying to pick and choose what I say sometimes, but, a lot of times it's just blank space, and it's like gearing up, and then boom, it comes out my mouth, and it's just like, whatever. It's just whatever. And it's kind of warm. I'm sweating a little bit, but that feels good. My deer's out here somewhere. I got some carrots in the house. I need to get him some. But it's cool, man. Life is cool. Got some twinkling stars at me. Tomorrow's gonna be another perfect day. I don't know what's gonna happen. I know I gotta meet some people in the morning, take care of some work, and then go bust some work out. But I think I'm gonna let my hair grow out. I think so. I think I'm gonna let my hair grow out. Why not? You know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm so weird. Like it's getting 100 degrees outside, and I'm like, let's grow my hair out. I'm so weird, bro. I'm just such a rebel. I'm such a rebel. It's funny though. It's that shadow side of Cody, man. He just always got to be in control. The yin and the yang. Old Two-Face. But whatever, man. The song is weird. It's funny. I like it. I don't know, man. I'm looking to the future, dude. I'm looking closer to every day. I get closer to a better version of me. Kind of getting my life back on track as far as understanding balance and work. I'm looking closer to that every single day, and I know it's going to take some time and sacrifice to get back on track, but I do see it coming, because every day I'm just getting stronger in me. I'm getting stronger in my mind. I'm getting stronger in my thoughts, and I'm understanding that to be in this stupid ass world, I have to get back to work and whatever. So it is what it is, and it is frustrating, but I know it's not that hard. I'm making it more hard in my head than it really is, because it just takes a little bit of time, because as soon as I show up, it's easy. I just have to show up there, and yeah, it's inconvenient. That's a lot of it, but I just gotta man up and just sit on it for a second, and whatever, and everything will be easy after that. It'll be really easy. So just breathe and do it, and step into my power for once, my real power, and just get it done. Just get it done, and one day closer to my future. And I'll holla at you later. Love y'all. Peace.
Or maybe it's the way that she walk or talk or something. I just can't decide. All I need to know is if you showed up here with somebody tonight. If you didn't, then I'ma try to slide. Eyes. Or maybe it's the way that she walk or talk or something. I just can't decide. All I need to know is if you showed up here with somebody tonight. If you didn't, then I'ma try to slide.